Whoa now everybody, it's your boy Lambo Drew, and you are now tuned into another edition of the Leverage Show. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We are definitely excited about this show. This is one of the last Tuesdays actually in the month of January. The last two shows this week. So we got a great show tonight. You guys don't want to miss tomorrow, Thursday night as well, where we are bringing on a great friend of ours, man. Pastor Stephen Ray will be on the show Thursday night, so you guys don't want to miss that. But tonight, man, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, we got a good one, man. We are going up. It's getting ready to be informative, so a lot of you guys want to stay close. Hopefully y'all like the new setup and stuff like that. Got Cole over the shoulder. Shout out to J50 and my guy J-Dog, man, for doing this thing, man. Got J-Dog over to Cole, Mrs. Johnson, you know, already had to go ahead and switch things up, man. Loving the new setup, man. Y'all already know what time it is out here. We're doing what we do best out here for this amazing show. I really want to thank each and every single one of you guys for definitely tapping into this show Tuesdays and Thursdays, catching the replays, sending this out to your friends, your family, and everyone else. This has made the biggest difference, not just in Lambo's life, but in y'all's life as well. And I'm hopefully, man, seeing you guys really moving forward. You guys have been seeing Lambo has been swamped, but I've been making sure that we've been remaining consistent, man, with these amazing broadcasts to be able to hear the stories that you guys are watching Lambo in the barbershops, man. Shout out to all my barber and beauty salon people, man, who's been watching Lambo outside of this, and you guys are sharing this. It definitely overwhelms my heart to be able to see you guys win and win in every fashion of life. You guys are sitting at home, man, and you guys are actually right there pointing up the Lambo show, man, the Leverage Show, right there in your own homes, or you guys are on the road, or you guys are actually on your phone. This means everything to Lambo to see you guys are really tapped in and are really showing all the love. It makes so much a difference in my life. And I, for that, first and foremost, want to thank each and every single one of y'all for making the show what it is and us to continuously to keep climbing different heights, new levels, and really keep leading the way out here to so many people. So you guys want to stay tuned and everything, man, because it's getting ready to get interesting on here. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the chat. Y'all already know what time it is. LA Law. Whoa. Top spot. I see you, LA Law. I see you, LA Law. Grabbing that top spot, doing what you do best. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope all is well. All is well our way, LA Law. Appreciate what you are doing. Listen, I know what LA Law been doing. LA Law, her and Ahmad been wrecking up things, right? I know they've been killing the game. That's where LA Law has been at. So I'm going to tell each and every single one of you, if you are definitely tapped in and looking for some amazing content creators, amazing social media producers, something on the level of you are saying, hey, I want to take my brand to the next level, you want to get a hold of LA Law. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Y'all send me a message, send me a text. Listen, y'all schedule something with them and really go ahead and start rocking with them. It's 2025. Don't y'all be going on ahead and procrastinating and sleeping on LA Law and my guy Ahmed Grant, man, who's killing the game out here, all right? 612-547-8826. 612-547-8826. I will connect you with LA Law and allow her and Ahmad to go ahead and take you to the next level for your social media presence. Shout out to you guys, killing the game. Love all the media, great stuff that I see and the content that y'all are out here with. LA Law, thank you for definitely tapping in, man, this Tuesday night and showing people, man, how to get it done, man, right here on the Leverage Show. Again, hit me up, 612-547-8826. I will connect you guys with LA Law and get y'all guys going right with her and my guy Ahmad, all right? So shout out to you, LA, man. Thank you for tapping in and getting that number one top spot. We see you in the building. East is in the building. Shout out to you. Happy Tuesday. He was in here, man. Must have been waiting to see exactly where he's going to be and what he's going to do. And like, yeah, I'm going to try to get that top spot. But I see you up there, Issa, man, making some moves up here, man. LA Law, she's quick on that draw. You got to know what she doing, man. She ain't playing. Issa showing love to LA Law. Shout out to you for that, man. Kennard Haney says, do what you do, Lambo. Hello, Mrs. Johnson. Hello, the Leverage Show family. Shout out to my guy, Ken Haney, who is killing the game. Great news, man. You know, Ken is just a master of being able to go ahead and connect amazing people. Ken, I really appreciate what you're doing, man, and just taking people to the next level. Ken, you know, I talk about you all the time, and I'm always going to go on ahead, continuously to keep talking about you and to continuously keep moving you forward, brother. Pat you on the back. Job well done, Ken Haney. Shout out to LA Law getting that top spot back. You see LA Law, man, doing what she do, Ken. Shout out to you, IC, man. Issa showing love, man, the brother Ken, man. Y'all already know. LA Law showing love to IC Ken. Good to see you, man. This one right here, Mighty E. Happy, amazing Tuesday, everyone. Let me tell y'all something about E, man. I'm so proud of this guy. I don't know what to do. I told y'all this. I'm so proud of this brother, this king. I don't know what to do. This is what it looks like when you're tapped in, when you're sharing this broadcast, when you're following everything, man, and you're doing it all to the T, and then to get an amazing message from him, and he says, Lambo, look where we're at. And I'm looking at the process, you know, where we were at last year to where we're at this year. And to see that progress is amazing. It's so next level to where it blesses Lambo to see you guys actually follow through and do some of the most amazing things. Because of that, you guys are reaping the harvest and reaping the rewards in life. Life gives you back what you put in. And Mighty E, I'm so proud of you, man. I think we have a meeting tomorrow scheduled on my calendar if I'm looking at it right. Tomorrow with Mighty E. So I'm proud of you, brother. Can't wait to go ahead and meet tomorrow. Catch up, man. Sometimes and everything, man. This is what this thing is about. When I see y'all tapped in the comments and I get a chance, man, to get a hold of y'all and to see what y'all are actually doing. The one thing that you cannot do, and I'm going to always say this, is to remain still. If I see you making moves out here and you doing what you do, man, I love seeing that. And I love to seeing what the rewards is because you're actually making moves and listening to what we're saying and following through, right? Just not trying to follow through on your own, following through and listening to what we're saying. And the stuff is happening big. So I'm proud of you, my brother. Keep doing what you do, man, Mighty E, brother. I'm telling y'all this right now. This is from one homeboy to another, man. Brother is out there killing it. And if I told y'all all the good news, man, y'all probably would be rolling over like, no, ain't no way. I'm telling y'all, yeah. So wait, it's about, man, who you follow. LA Law showing love to Mighty E. Good to see you. Mighty E showing love to LA Law, man. You know what time it is. My guy Jack is in the building. Jackson Crypto King Armstrong. He said, good evening, Leverage Show family. Shout out to my guy Jack, man. Make sure you guys are like, subscribing, and following Jack, man. Get into his Telegram. He's got a lot of amazing things. Him and my guy Big Anthony Deloach, man. Oh, man. They are killing the game when it comes down to really bringing and bridging the people together, bridging the networks together, doing some amazing things like that. You guys want to stay tapped in. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. 2025, you don't have to go look for leaders. Leaders are already there. Leaders are already there showing you, pointing you into the right direction and telling you, this is how we're going to do this thing. This is how we're going to run this thing. And we're going to keep it moving, man. So make sure you guys get tapped into my guy, Crypto King Jack, my guy, Big Anthony Deloach, my guy, Coach Rashid, my guy, Unlimited Freedom, my guy, David Cashflow. Shout out to you. I'm turning all of y'all up, man, because y'all already know, man, where we at. Man, if you're not in the groups, man, get into them, get plugged in, get around these amazing leaders. They're really killing the game. CPMD is making some noise, too, man. Shout out to my guy Q, man, making some noise. BOJ, man, I know you're in the building, man, always making noise, too, man. I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Too many to name, y'all. Y'all already know. If y'all out there and you leaders out here in this space, keep leading, keep moving strong, keep moving forward. I'm so proud of y'all. My guy Jay Ford Financial, man, and the whole crew, man. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and show some love, man, because this is what this thing is about, making sure that we get you guys into this next level. LA Law showing love to Jack. You already know, man. She's showing love to Jack. My guy, Brandon. He in the building. I got the goalpost. The goalpost is like this, Brandon. When I see my guy, Brandon, see him here, I put the goalpost up. Brandon, see, man, me and you, we rock out tomorrow, man. I'm excited about that meeting, man, with my guy, man. Big things is already coming. My guy, Brandon's way, he's already in line. If y'all already know what's happening, it's already happening. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Y'all get tapped in, get plugged in, man, to some amazing things, amazing people. The community is right here in the chats, y'all. Y'all really want to be getting plugged into the community, man, right here in the chats. and allow people and everything to help you thrive moving forward and get you into that right direction so you can really go ahead and make a big impact in life, man, for 2025. My wonderful wifey, oh my God. Girl, that picture right there. I was looking last night. I got on my wife's nerves, right? She know I don't really sleep, right? So I actually pulled up the show. Shout out to my guy, Larry the Lion, man, being in the building. And it was him and his wonderful wife, T. And I pulled up the show. It had been 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. Of all of us on with Tracy Terrace. Shout out to Tracy Terrace. And Tracy Terrace, you know you'll be back on the show real soon. Shout out to you for that. And it was the couples therapy one. If you guys missed that one, guys, go back, look into the actual history. Look at couples therapy with Tracy Terrace. I'm telling you what, that was an amazing show. Get a chance to go ahead and catch that. Watch it. I think I was laughing more catching the replay, man, of the show and watching and everything, man. You know, Larry the Lion, seeker of knowledge, him with his wonderful wife, T. Really kind of good to get into some things. I think it was amazing. It was a good time. Appreciate my wonderful wife, man, for everything she does. Even, man, me working her nerve. I work that, not just that nerve, right? I'm trying to get that last nerve. When you get that nerve and you get that last nerve, you know you're doing. I'm pressing on something right there. So I love it, man, just to be able to see that. But I always even reviewing even all my content, right? Besides looking at everybody else's content and really going ahead and being a supporter to everybody else. Shout out to my beautiful wife, baby. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep looking fly. Keep looking sexy. That's no filter. You don't got to have no filter. That's my wife, man. Ain't no filters involved with that. Just straight love. You already know. J50 in the building, man. Happy Tuesday, Leverage Show family, with the fire emoji. Shout out to you, J50. You already know we rocked out today, man. You know what time it is, man. It's literally, man, getting really to get even more hectic in this thing as we moving forward. But to hear all of the great success that they're having on your end, man, keep moving forward. We want to make sure that y'all are in the scene, the limelight, and making sure y'all are helping people, man, on all of these podcasts, on all of these different groups, man. Keep doing what you guys are doing. I love it. Love the roses and everything, man, to Mrs. Johnson. You know she gonna need them roses, man, and flowers, man. I'm gonna do it. Jeremiah Crafton, man, showing love. My guy, J-Dog, you know I just spoke with him right before the broadcast ends. We actually had a great Zoom call of a leader Zoom call. I got a lot of people are always asking, Lambo, what's investments? What's the right one to get in? What can you get in? I mean, we got stuff that we can't even talk about. That's literally like next level. We got NBA basketball players, man, into the stuff that we into. Other great leaders. I'm talking about doctors, neurosurgeons. I'm talking about top entrepreneurs. I mean, guys who've been doing this thing with some really good private opportunities that are killing the game that we don't even talk about. We don't even post in a group. We don't even do that. I just reach out to people directly and say, hey, man, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. And this, to be able to see what's happening, the fruition of that is everything. But I'm going to get on some things tonight that's going to really help you guys out and show you guys how to maneuver in these markets out here that anyone can win. Any one of y'all can start winning right where you currently are. And that's what you guys came to the show to actually see. You guys start winning where you currently are and winning big. All right. Issa showing love and everything, man. To Mighty E and Sir Armstrong. You already know Dee Dee's Chicken Cat Shack. Let's give the love to them, to Dee Dee's Chicken Cat Shack. Blessings, Lambo, Drew, and Renata and the Leverage Show family. Listen, we love what they are doing. Every time we see them, they're out there on the front lines of California, man, with the truck, West Covina and everything else, man. Pasadena, I know, caught it really hard, man, with the fires. Our prayers, our thoughts are with you guys. Got a chance, man, to even talk, man, to my guy Zach just the other day. So that was great talking with them. But to see and know that that family is doing great, they're doing blessed, man. Blesses the Leverage Show for all of us. And you guys know they're out in California, and they got them wildfires out there that are just spreading. So make sure you are continuously to keeping Dee Dee's Chicken Cat Shack, that family in your prayers. Go show some love. Go show some support. Like literally go be right there. We got to have our talk. I just was talking about y'all today, literally to another client and say, yo, I got to put them on my schedule. 3-hour talk with Dee Dee's Chicken Cat Shack. So we got to put that on there, man. They already know, man. And we got to go through the list. Chris bring her list on there. Like she bring that list, she going to bring that list. And that list be like I don't even get started. But when that list happened, man, her and Dave, man, they already know they're going to get down to business. Some amazing things going to happen, man, and we're excited for them. So DD's Chicken Cash Shack, our prayers and our thoughts are with you guys while you guys are out there in Cali, man, battling, man, just the inevitable that's out there with those wildfires and then the aftermath, and you got cleanup. So there's a long road to recovery, man, out there, out west, man. And for you guys, man, who do know, got family out there, friends out there, make sure you guys are checking up on them, man. Make sure everybody is good. Make sure they right. When I see them in the broadcast, I stop to show love, man. It's always love, but it's a special type of love, man, when you actually see what they're facing and then what people around them are facing out there in that arena. All right, y'all. So listen, DD Chicken Cash Shack, keep killing it out there. Keep doing what y'all are doing, man. Keep serving the community. I keep seeing that black mobile, man, is rolling. Y'all giving the people hope out there. Y'all giving them a piece of love out there just to be able to see y'all out there and see y'all out there, man, doing things, man, and people bringing the people smile on their face and giving out meals, man, and selling and doing what y'all doing. That's a big blessing, man. All right? DD Chicken Cash Shack, y'all already know, man. Pull up. Y'all get some of that sauce, man. Y'all got to put that stuff online. Put that stuff online so people can really go ahead and get a hold of that. Y'all already know what time it is. We talked about that. Jeremiah showing love to IC, man. IC showing love to Julie, man. Issa showing love to Jeremiah, man. DD's Chicken Cash Shack, full salute to you. You know what time it is. Issa showing love to Mrs. Johnson. All blessings, man. My guy Mighty E showing love to my wonderful wifey, man. Issa showing love to Brandon. Y'all better be showing love to Brandon. Money's in the building. Shout out to you, Money, man. Good to see you in the building, man. I gotta see where Cutie Pie at, man. Where's Cutie Pie for life or whatever? Every time I see Money, I always think about Cutie Pie, man. You already know, man. So shout out to you, man. LA Law showing love to Brandon, Julie, Jeremiah, Didi's. Good to see you. You already know. LA Law saying, thanks, Lambo. We appreciate it, man. You already know the team strong. We flexing on it, man. And we going to keep on rolling, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We appreciate that. We appreciate y'all. Y'all know what that is. Yes, we've been grinding. Hey, y'all already know what the clips we have out there. Grinding. Never mind. I want to go ahead and have you two out there, man. Looking at me funny. Issa showing love to Money. You already know what time it is. Money showing love to IC. Love it, love it. Julie showing love to IC Ken, LA Law, Didi's, and everyone, man. Mighty E showing love to Lambo, brother. You already know I appreciate you more, King, man. Doing what they do and following the blueprint, man. Julie showing love to Jackson, man. You already know he got on my last nerve. I tried to get on that last nerve. You know it. That's the only nerve I love to press on, man. Hi, Mrs. Johnson. Good to see you, man. LA Law showing love. Jeremiah showing love to Team Realistic, man. Shout out to Mighty E. You already know. Hi, LA Law. You already know. Megan is do what it do, man. Ken in LA, man. Love it. Team Realistic, my wonderful wife. He's definitely had to put that in there. Mighty E, man. Money is in the building. You already know Ken, Julie, and Ken, man. Let's go, man. Hello, Ken, man. Money showing love, man. Ken showing love, man. To DD's Chicken Cash Shack. We got to love them showing love. I told y'all, you better be showing love to DD's Chicken Cash Shack. If it's not, man, we get ready to go ahead and hang something around here. My wonderful wife is showing love, man, to DD's. You already know, man. Come on now. We making this do what it do, man. Julie, man. Hi, Ken. Julie showing love to Julie, man, in here, man. Mighty E showing love to Ken, man. You already know, man. This thing is back to back. DD's definitely responded showing love to IC in the building. You know what time it is, man. My guy, Bank of Gerald, man, shout out to you. Shout out to Lambo. Much love. I just spoke your name. You go back and check the replay. I just spoke your name a couple of minutes ago at the beginning of the broadcast. We are in sync and aligned, my brother. I know we're in the line, man, right here, man. Now, I can't speak on Washington this past weekend, right? His Washington Commanders, y'all, took a big hit. We're going to be all right. They took a hit. Right, but they came out there and they played, Philadelphia. Philadelphia came out there, like I said, I shout out to them, man, because they put up a good fight. I think it was the end of the score was like 55-23 or something like that, man. But I will say this, man, and I'm gonna put this out here. Lambo gonna put this out here. I really thoroughly enjoyed watching Washington in there and Jaden Daniels all year long. I'm not lying to you. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Jayden Daniels in the Washington Commanders do their thing. It just has to be saluted, man. Some people just, you got to bring the salute out where and give flowers where flowers is due, where credit is due. Washington won games this year, hands down, that were miracle games that they won. So to see the Commanders in a space where we're looking at and we're saying, what, did they just do that? Yes. They deserve to be there. They deserve to be there on that field with Philly. Philly just this weekend, man, just started just flexing on people, man. I mean, just, you know, it was what it was, man. But had Jayden and the Commanders had not had that, man, I'm so proud of them, man. And you got nothing to hang your head down about your Washington Commanders. They're going to be back. That's a young team. That's a young team. With a young quarterback, that hot shot rookie, man, bruh, Jayden Daniels, hands down, one of the best. So, BOJ, shout out to you, man, for that. Thank you, brother, for leading us into fitness. If you guys are not following BOJ and like and subscribe to his channel, Bengal General shout out. You guys want to go ahead and like and subscribe to his channel. Go get out there. He's been, man, pumping on this MoveQuest. And he's been really doing this thing, man. MoveQuest has been, they've been moving, man. Now, I'm trying to tell you this right now. We're even diversifying portfolios even more. Like I said, there's too many things out here now that when people are asking Lambo, what's out here, I'm like, man, it's too much stuff, man. The one that we're in, and J-Dog can tell you right now, man, I'm not lying to you. That one right there, man, I'm almost scared. That one got me kind of nervous and stuff like that, man, of what's happening. And a lot of you leaders are going to find out of when you guys get wind of who other leader, who is in there, who's doing what, how they're doing, because they're making some serious cash. We just got in there this week, and I will put this one little tidbit out there. AC Green just went on ahead and joined the legendary Laker from the Los Angeles Lakers. You guys, and remember, AC Green just joined into one of the amazing projects that we're in. One of our leaders, man, I mean, they're making some serious cash. I mean, they're making about $10,000 a day. Just a day, not a week, not a month, not a couple months, a day. So again, shout out and everything, man, to my guy BOJ, man. I really appreciate, man, what you're doing, brother. Keep doing it. Keep showing everybody, man, to be on a fit trip. Get out there with your push-ups, your sit-ups, and everything else. Shout out and everything, man, to Baby JoJo, man, and Jazz and the whole entire fam. Shout out to Pops, man. Yo, Pops, he pulled up on here one night, man. Shocked the heck out of Lambo when he pulled up on the Leverage Show. So shout out, man, to Mr. Smith, man. I really love y'all. Really appreciate y'all. Again, man, y'all go like, subscribe to BOJ, man. Go follow him even on social media, Bank of Gerald, man. And let's go blow it up. Y'all already know it's time to run it back, man, and show some love out here. Thank you, BOJ, for tapping in. Didi's showing love to LA Law, man, with the fist pump, the pound, and the heart. Showing love to Julie, man, with the fist pump in the heart. You already know. Yes, sir, I was on, man. Don't even get me started. We gonna be all right, man. In your Kendrick, man, y'all gonna be all right, man. In your Kendrick Lamar voice, man. So I love it. Keep doing what y'all doing, man, as fans. BOJ, man, everybody showing love to BOJ. Show him some love, man, in the building. You already know. E1. Yes. You know what time it is, man. Kids for the win, man. They already know, man. Didi showing love to my wonderful wife, man. Y'all already know what time it is in the building, man. I love it. I love the chats, man. You know y'all time it is. No doubt, bro. We going to show up and support family. We love you, man. Nothing you can do about it. Brother, there's nothing you can do about it. We was joking the other day. Like, I get my phone with all the pictures that pops up, man. And I was talking about it on this somebody the other day. And I say, man, we was down for the AMSIS event, which, BOJ, we got to holler at something, brother. We got something huge, man. Something you can't really talk about, but something huge we're going to talk, man. That shucks. This right here, man, is you my brother, so I can go ahead and I can share with you. But these other jokers, I'm going to let them fish for themselves out here. But I was talking about you as we was talking and discussing, taking pictures out in the hallway for the event in Georgia, man. Now 2 years ago, it's crazy. 2 years ago to some of that, just that fast, man. And we're talking about all of these amazing things. We got some meetups. We got some leaders we need to get involved. Lambo needs to really get involved because we got some major stuff that's really kicking and moving and making some major movement, man, out here. So appreciate you, man, BOJ, man, for everything, brother. Just talks, the love, the encouragement, everything, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man. They put me and you in the same boat. We got some jokers, man, that I would love to go on here. And they're doing videos on it, putting our name out there. I said, man, look at that, man. So, you know, they can't be showing love like that and showing hate at the same time like that, man. They say me and you cut from the same cloth is what they say. That's what the chat say. I had to bust out laughing. Boy, that hate is a disease, boy. Issa showing love, man, the BOJ, man. I love it, man. You already know. Thank you, Issa, for showing love, brother. Listen, I really appreciate every single one of y'all so much, man, out here. I'm not going to go on ahead, man, and take up any more time for you guys. You guys and everything, man, really want to go ahead and we're going to talk about some things. If you guys know about the stock market, man, has took some twists and turns last week. Within 1 week, we watched stocks rise, we watched stocks soar, and then at the same time, we watched stocks literally fully start collapsing and make history, right? I know a lot of people, man, y'all are all kind of like in a whirlwind of the new administration and everything, man, that just came in. Shout out to my guy, man, you know, DJT, man, who's actually doing his thing, man. He ain't playing no games. He out here, man, like, look, we investigating everything. And then making some moves out here, man, that a lot of people, man, you guys have to be forward thinking on, right? And let's be real about this. If we're going to be forward thinking on, make sure you're setting yourselves up in the right position. Monday, one of the stocks last week, if you guys heard me talk about it on the show, took one of its biggest dives, man, last week. And if you guys seen it, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? And it's no hiding to anybody else. It was NVIDIA, right? And NVIDIA went on ahead, man, and took one of the biggest losses this past week, man. I mean, on Monday, not just last Monday. I'm talking about as of yesterday. It lost a whopping in 1 day. You guys don't know this. It lost a whopping $589 billion, man. On Monday. $589 billion. Almost $600 billion with a B, y'all. $600 billion it lost. The next day, so let me tell you something. This is how stocks work. Most people, when they lose something, they automatically run the opposite way. They tuck tail, they start licking their wounds, they start, doing everything negative and everything, but what they should be doing. When you see red, that is when it's the time to buy. If I was y'all, the first thing I would have did when the full closing bell actually happened yesterday with NVIDIA, I would have been standing around the money room table, man, and I'm buying everything possible. And people is like, Lambo, what do you mean, man? What are you talking about, man? They just took the biggest loss in history. I know exactly what NVIDIA actually has behind it. I know, what it stands for, what the cause of everything else. So, of course, if it's one of the biggest days lost, it's got to be another big day getting ready to come behind it being gained, because it has to go back up. Nothing of NVIDIA itself was anything going down in the direction that it was going bankrupt, right? It was based off of the backs of other news, right? And things that were happening with NVIDIA and leadership taking things into its places, right? So literally yesterday they lost $589 billion on Monday. Today, they gained a rebound $260 billion the very next day. $260 billion. Somebody needs to go ahead and get that in your system and kind of say, whoa, whoa, whoa. So you mean to tell me that they lost, but if we had put money in and just threw the money in and just wrote it out, we would have gained a significant amount of money for those who caught the investment, for those who were sitting on the sideline. It was your go time to get in NVIDIA right then and there. It was your go time. If you wanted to make serious amounts of money, like instantly, I should have did a Lambo break, right? I should have called it the Lambo break, did a special, came on, told y'all to empty out your bank account, put it in NVIDIA, and ride that sucker all the way back up. I knew it was going to happen within a week. The very next day, though, for a rally of $260 billion the other way, you have to know when markets reset, how things happen, why things happen, why your portfolio should look like your portfolio should look. So you have to be able to adjust to what's happening out there, right? You have to be able to adjust what's happening in the markets, right? I told y'all that NVIDIA will still be a stock that you want to hold and hold long term, right? I said that. And for those and everything who should have seen the red yesterday, this should have been a sign of saying, you know what, Lambo, you're 100% right. I'm getting ready to go on ahead, man, and to do that. They recovered half of his record-setting loss. Yesterday, they lost big. Today, they recovered half in one day. The next day. So you have to understand how to invest and what to invest, what investors are looking like, right? So let me give something to y'all right now, which is really good, right? Stop sharing this one. And we're going to take a look at this, right? I mean, this is some stuff, man, that y'all probably didn't see running, but I knew I seen this one and I said, this sucker is getting ready to run. And they're getting ready to start running and start making serious movement, right? Look at this. Look at this, man. I can't make this stuff up. Look at this. So the moment that they pushed the opposite way, right? And Isidro, you are 100% right. The time to buy is when there's blood in the streets. Baron Rothschild, 100% facts. When you see red, you need to be standing by that button to go ahead and hit buy because it's getting ready to go ahead and turn into green for a lot of y'all. It's like Christmas trees, right? It's either going to have red or going to be green, right? It's going to be one or the other. Red lights or green lights. Which one you want, man? You know, so that is 100% fact. So look at this. Look at this. I can't make this stuff up. So the moment I seen that one, I instantly turned to this one, Apple, right? And Apple started pushing up today instantly, and I kept saying to myself, you look at that, that's a plus 840, almost a 4%. I already started saying, I said, well, this is based up off the backs of AI and other things off of NVIDIA that was actually streaming the opposite way. So, of course, the rest of the market has to begin to start to reset. If you guys took a hold of Apple and Microsoft, right? Let's look at, man, this is another one. Look, Microsoft, you guys would have came back and said, well, hold on, Lambo. I didn't see Microsoft at all moving in that direction. And I was already saying, yes, you have to understand how this thing actually works. They move kind of in unison with each other. So you're looking at, major things happening in the medical industry or whatever, you need to look at what's happening in the futuristic industry, right? So this is the one they chart. Look at this. Boom. Microsoft plus 12.49. Already up today. Already up. Huge today. So you're looking at what these entire companies are doing. A lot of these companies all they're doing is just resetting themselves. they get themselves to a place when you see blood on one end, it's going to be green on the other end, right? So you start looking when it's blood in the technology side of medical, it has to be green in the technology side of software, AI, all of that. Like it's going to be one. And then when it goes red on the side of Microsoft technology like that, between anything like that, between AI, Apple, and all that, then the medical side and pharmaceuticals must be actually moving, right? So they both start moving in unison with each other. So you have to actually kind of start looking at the markets and why are they moving the way that they're moving. Now, this also comes up off of big panic, right, in markets. That news was released. Some of the biggest news that was released today that people seen, but then all of a sudden they probably didn't even take a look at what happened later on, right? Was this part, right? This news and everything, man. If you found out this morning, you probably found out there was a lot of people and everything, man. All of a sudden, man, seeing this, and they said, "Oh my goodness, this is what happened." Trump's federal grants freeze is definitely headed for the courts. So, big news this morning was President Trump went on ahead and put a pause on federal grants, right? Federal funding as well, right? So when people seen that, they instantly, all of a sudden, fear hit them because it just hit the tablets. It hit the news. It hit the markets. Federal funding and grants have all stopped. When federal funding and grants have all stopped, what that said was, hey, what is the underlying message behind this, right? Where are we going with this? We need to go on ahead and have this even more, planned out, thought out, talked out to us so that we can actually go on ahead and take a look at this and see where we're going. So people instantly panic. Federal funding has stopped. Grants have stopped. Oh my God, what's going on? Now, if you're in the state of business owners and anything else, you knew it was a green light for you guys to keep moving forward and keep going, right? So that's when I seen this, I instantly said, well, I wonder what's going to happen. Well, then later today, this evening, a judge temporarily came back and blocked President Trump and the administration and plans to freeze the federal aid. This only blocks it until like February the 3rd or 4th or 5th or something like that. It only blocks it for a short time, February 3rd to be exact, right? It blocks it to February 3rd. But what this means is it gives people the time to get investigating on why are they blocking it. Well, they're looking into the funds and why they're misusing funds in certain ways, right? If you are a business owner or you are looking to get into business, or even if you're looking to capitalize into business, if I was you, I would start automatically putting my money into alternative funding or banks, alternative funding for banks, because this is a clear sign when you see federal government or anything else that is actually chopping away at grants, benefits, funding, all of that. The banks now, lenders or people or consumers have to go look at someone else to be able to give them funding. So now the rise of banks and lending institutions like JP Morgan Chase, like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and other bigger lending institutions are going to start going up in value because the demand is there. So most people don't know how to actually look at the markets and then see which direction should we go to capitalize on, right? So when most people are actually bringing fear, and I get this 100%, right? The moment that people see federal funding, grants, everything being cut, first thing people start thinking about is, well, what's going to happen with Medicaid? What's going to happen with food stamps? What's going to happen with, just health insurance and all of this other stuff? what's going to happen with funding and grant funding. One of the biggest things that people have been just not wrapping around their head, there's like, well, man, they're cutting out all of this stuff in 1 week. Well, let me be real with you, right? When you are actually looking at what's happening in the government state and you're seeing projects that you've been going to get assistance for, they're no longer there, or the funding itself has dried up so that they can't release funding for someone who needs it. Your mentality should switch to instantly, how do I go get alternative funding? How do I go get alternative funding to be able to fund what I'm trying to do? Because maybe what I was waiting on is not big enough for what I actually, in the place I really need to be designed to go. Where do I go from here? What do I do from here? So you automatically should start making sure that you have personal assets and your personal thing is in order, right? So I got my credit in order. I got my business in order. I got taxes in order. I got all of these things in order just in case I need to make a move with the big major banks. Because I know if they're actually stopping funding from government side on their end, they're not stopping funding with banks. Straight up. They're not stopping funding with banks. So I need to know, what is it going to take for me to leverage myself, leverage my business, leverage my assets, leverage what I have right now that will allow me to actually gain the capital and probably gain way more capital than I would have looked like if I was filling out a form waiting on federal government and federal aid to actually hit my hands, when I can actually go to these banks and present myself, my corporation, my asset to these banks that will allow me to go get the funding I need so I can continue to keep scaling to the next level. This is what these markets are, right? When you see this happening and you see that there's federal money and federal government, federal projects, federal things and programs that may be at jeopardy, your mentality should already shift to, what do I need to do next to make sure that I'm on the upside of this than on the downside of this, right? What if they do come back and cut some of these projects? What if they do come back and cut the grants and the federal funding for a lot of these projects out here? What are you going to do then? Where do you shift? How do you pivot? How do you get off the marker or the square where you've been at to get to the next level, where you start instantly shifting with what's in front of you, the things that are already working for you, the things that are already been beneficial to you? The thing about it is that you have to put in a little bit more work to get to that point. But guess what? It's right there. It's made readily available for you. It's like at an instance, it's made readily for you. So the mentality is where do I go? What do I do? What do I need to do? So I'm going to give you a few tips, right? That's going to help you guys out and help you guys out tremendously, right? Some people need to hear this, right? Some people saying, man, Lambo, I really don't want to hear this, man. Right? Here we go. See if we can get this. We can get this loaded up. Here we go. Here we go. These are 10 things you need to do. These are going to help some of you guys out, right? That will definitely help you guys out when you're going for funding. If you're waiting on funding from the government, you're waiting in the wrong hands. If you're waiting on funding from the government, you're playing in the wrong court. Just as my guy Kobe and everything, man, would say, man, you need to really learn, start trusting in yourself and in your abilities and what you've done for you that allow you to win, right? So here we go. And I'll put them on the screen here. We don't have to go on ahead and not put them on the screen. I'll put them on the screen here. All right. 10 things you need to know when you're applying for funding, right? Don't be afraid to contact the funder, right? Don't be afraid to contact the funder. If you have questions, you can discuss your ideas on an application. Many funders welcome you that you contact them and outreach workers who will support you through this application, right? So sometimes you need to reach out to the actual person who is doing the deal, the underwriter, the company who's really doing it, not just talking to an agent. You need to reach out to somebody on the inside of there. So if you're applying for Chase, applying for BOA, you're applying for Bank of America, you need to talk to an actual rep who's handling your money, your file, right? Number two, be specific. I always get this in funding that people will start putting things on applications and they're not really specific. They want to ask, how much money do you want? And all of a sudden they're like, I don't know, just surprise me and stuff like that. So then they put way less than what they actually need to put on funding, right? So be specific. If you're asking for 10,000, you ask for 25,000, you ask for 50,000, 100,000, 500,000, 1 million, 2 million. Be specific. Make sure that they are lending to you on the characters based up off of what you're asking, right? So if you're specific with them and you have terms, hey, I would like it to be these terms. I'm just not going to give you the terms that you want for me. I want the terms for that's beneficial to me. Make sure that you can afford that payback of those terms, right? So when you're actually being specific about it, you're saying, hey, I want to borrow, 200,000 or whatever, man, for this, so I can go ahead and scale up to this. Make sure you actually have a plan of action to be able to repay back that course of that loan. All right. So be specific. It's number two. Number three, you want to avoid lengthy explanations. Get to the point for some of y'all. You need to be clear, concise, keep it wrapped up, keep it tight. Hey, this is what I want. This is what I need it for. This is it. I remember we went for funding for one client and everything, man, says, yeah, I want funding for a family member. They came back and literally cut the funding, man, less than half. Less than half. Approved them out the gate. They came back and cut the funding less than half because it was approved, but they wanted it for a family member, cut it in half, and then came back and denied the client. Sad. So go ahead and avoid lengthy explanations. Sometimes you just got to get to it. Hey, it's for me to do X, Y, and Z, and then keep it moving. Number four, do your homework. Find out what type of projects, organizations the grant is likely to fund, or whatever the case may be, right? If the funding is for, for some of y'all who are in real estate and you guys are doing real estate or rehab projects, right? If the funding is just for a hard money loan, it's just for real estate. Don't take that money and everything and think that you're going to try to throw it in the stock market and then you're going to try to go ahead. No, allow that money to actually work for you in real estate that allows you to be able to make residual income. And once the borrower or the financial institution actually sees they're getting their money back and you've been a great steward of actually flipping the projects and then making profit off of it and then repaying that back, there'll be nothing that they won't be able to fund for you. They'll be able to fund any project for you. And not just that, you get that relationship between you and the bank. And that's what you want. That is more gold than you actually using your personal credit. That's just word of bond. I'm sticking on what I'm saying. I'm standing on 10 toes down. And I'm going to use this to help leverage this to get me to the next level, right? Number five. Know what's going on around you. This is huge. Know what's going on around you, right? Know who's doing similar work. Know who's doing similar projects. Know who's doing something, man, that is the partnership that you may need, right? That they're able to contribute their efforts. They're able to contribute their resources or gifts or talents or skills that can actually possibly save you a dime. So that way you don't overspend when you're actually going to get money from these banks, right? Number six, have a thorough and clear budget. I get this all the time. Most people don't have a clear budget. They have an estimate, right? Oh, well, we estimate this. Well, let me let you know something. If things don't go right, things don't go wrong, if you have to passively pay back notes, employees, you got to pay back mortgages, if you got to pay back leases, if you got to do all of this extra stuff to even scale up, make sure you have a clear budget. Don't get a budget just enough because, hey, this is the number it takes to really get started. This is the number it takes to get going. Have the what if budget that's attached to what you're asking from the financial institutions. So have that available and ready to go. So be clear and cut. If you're going to be saying, yeah, I need 200,000 because that's what they say that it's going to take for me to go ahead and purchase this asset. Then don't just go get no 200,000. You need to know what it's going to take to rehab, to run it, to do all the things to scale. That may be another 75,000, 100,000. So you're going to ask for 300,000, right? And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, man, I really don't need. You're going to need it. Trust me. If you're scaling it, make sure you're asking for way more and not being caught with the short end of the stick. All right. Number 7, check your application consistency. When you're applying for funding, you want to make sure that everything is consistent across the board. Do you know that they will deny you, and this is true facts, if you're applying for business funding and they pull your records for business funding and you have had different margins of financials for the year of totals that you have made, and you go to one and one says, yeah, I made 448,000. You go to the other one and tell the other one, yeah, I made 398,000. You go to the other one and tell the other one, yeah, I made 500,000. The inconsistency of you actually having that on multiple different applications will end up with you with the denial behind closed doors. They can see what you placed on your applications from other applicants. So make sure that it's matching up and consistent across the board, right? You want to make yourself appealing to the banks so that the banks can actually give you money so you can go ahead and do what you need to do in the projects that you need to go ahead and accomplish. So make sure it's consistent. Make sure if you say it on one application, you state it on all the other applications that you're putting through to actually get the funding that you need. All right. Number 8, always get someone else to read through your application, right? If you have a cool underwriter, if you have a cool bank manager or bank rep or somebody that you know you trust, make sure that you're not the only one reading it. Hey, if you have a spouse, if you have a loved one, if you have a business partner, a friend, make sure that they are reading it with you, right? So that way it makes sense across the board. And you are able to go ahead and take that to the underwriter and get your approvals, and you're able to get the financing and funding you need that is there to help take you to the next level, right? We really want to go ahead and cut down on the denials and get a whole bunch of more approvals for you that you are looking great in the eyesight of the banks. So for one, if your credit is jacked up, your personal credit is jacked up, you need to be working on that. You need to be getting that together, getting that fixed, taking care of that business first before you think that you're going to put something on the application because the business is doing all of this volume or the business has credit of itself. No, make sure that everything matches across the board and the right people and everything, man, are reading you across the board, not just on one board. Number 9, don't forget to enclose any additional documents like bank statements, copy of your credit annual reports, accounts, or anything else like that, man. Make sure you have that. Last thing you'd be wanting to do is to send piece here, send piece there. It looks sloppy, right? If you don't, the way you do anything is the way you do everything, right? So I don't want you to go on ahead, man, and continuously to get into bad practices when you have read on a list of all that they need, and then you're going to send it, well, I'm just going to send in what I feel, right? That will get applications delayed most of the time because you're not sending it in the manner that they're stating, and they don't have the reps, the manpower, or whatever to go back to look at your application instantaneously to make a decision and get the approval that you need. So if they're actually stating, I was actually talking with J50 earlier. Shout out to you, J50, for this. And I was actually stating on the facts, like, yeah, different banks and businesses do deals totally different, right? And I stated to the fact of acquisitions, if you're taking over acquisitions, some banks love to go ahead and take first lien acquisitions over the entire business. Other ones will just give you credit based off of the funding side that they do. I run through this all the time with other different businesses, so I can tell you. So if the value of the business that you currently have is maybe way more worth than the business that you're trying to acquire or the thing that you're trying to scale, instantly they're going to ask, hey, I would love to have a piece of that because I already know that this is already running. And you have to go ahead and you have to like literally tell them like, hey, nah, I just want it based up off of this, and be clear when you're actually talking with these underwriters, just so that you don't go ahead and have to shank yourself out on a deal, because we don't really want that. All right, number 10, last but not least, successful application. Remember to submit a clear and correct monitoring report before giving the deadline. This will increase with confidence in you, and more importantly, your chances of further getting funding. That's 100% facts. When you get a successful application and it's in there, it allows you to be able to go on ahead and get a hold of everything that they have done, everything that it's in there. I know for a fact that I don't have to go on ahead and look for anything. That is huge for you guys, and that's really where we guys want to have you at, especially, man, when we're in this season that we're currently in, and looking for the right funding so that you can go ahead and get what you need to get to level up to the next level. Right now, one last thing that I want to go ahead and take a look at for you guys, because those were the steps for funding. You know, I'm always big on where this is going, right? We got to add just a little bit. I talked about stock market. I talked about it and everything, man, about the judge going on ahead, man, and stopping the freeze until just a minute, right? We need to go on ahead, man, and actually have to see, like, where are we at? What is this thing going? What does this have to do with something that I'm trying to get a hold of, right? So here we go. That's wrong. So I want you guys to see this, because a lot of people, man, last week were in a state of not knowing what's going on. Well, Lambo, all of this stuff. I said, no, this stuff is going to run. And I said this when new administration takes over. Bitcoin started moving again, right? Let's look at it on the 5-day, right? Or on the 1 month. Started moving again back up, right? So people start saying, well, Lambo, it's not down in the 90s or nothing like that, man, where it was at. You know, I thought it was going to stay there in January, and the beginning of January, I said, nope, it's getting ready to start moving back up. January 19th, look at this. I can't make this stuff up. January the 19th, it was already moving in that direction that it should have moved to, right? So that was the day before, right? What was that the day before? That Monday, between the new administration taking over. So it already started moving up on the 19th, dipped a little bit on the 20th, still at the 102, went right back up to 105, back to 101, and now still moving 105, 106, and now tracing back down to 101. It will trace back up to 106 again, and even higher. So get ready for that. If you're actually in a state of crypto, or you're actually in a state of figuring out, is this thing going to move? It's going to move, as well as the other tokens around it is going to move to even bigger, especially when things start balancing themselves out just a little bit more on the city floor and the seat floors of the House. So you guys don't want to go on ahead and miss that, miss where Bitcoin is going. So again, I told you about Bitcoin ETFs. I told you about Bitcoin just straight out right. I do believe Bitcoin will see 150, 200,000. And it's going to happen, man, pretty fast, just because the way things are going off, the way things are taking. Solana is another one, and so many other ones that are actually taking off and are taking off pretty huge. You don't want to miss it. XRP is another one that you guys are going to see moving fast and moving in a direction that you guys need to take advantage of. All right. So listen, you guys, I really want to thank you guys for definitely stopping on here today. I really didn't want to make this a long one, but wanted to make this a strong one. Just give an amazing hour of power, man, to you guys, and have you guys, man, checking some things out, getting caught up with the news, seeing where we're going, seeing the direction that you want to go, and then positioning yourself in that direction that allows you to win. I want to, again, say thank y'all. Thursday night, you guys do not want to miss this show on Thursday night. We're bringing on, man, our good friend, Pastor Stephen Ray, who definitely is going to light this up. And I'm telling y'all, y'all going to want to miss it. Y'all don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be a good, deep, impactful conversation. The brother can sing opera. He is an amazing, phenomenal guy. I don't know too many brothers singing opera around here, but he can get his opera on. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. I got to go on ahead, man. Jump on another meetings, man, as well. Have an amazing night. I will see you guys on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, right back here on The Leverage Show. Again, make sure you guys are subscribing, hit that like button, hit that notification, that bell button. Share this to somebody who needs this. Because I'm telling you, this could be life-changing for someone. Again, don't look at the win, because he who observes the win will not so. Look at it and everything, man, where you're going, and look at your future, because there are greater things that are out in front of you than are behind you. Love you guys. Have a great night. I will see you guys Thursday night right back here on The Leverage Show. Take care, guys.